Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Eopie with Ben Kenobi from the Star Wars Mission Fleet line from Hasbro. So as you can see, we have the plastic-free packaging here, so we have really nice artwork of Ben riding the Eopie, and then we have a picture of the figure over here, and then again we have kind of a picture of the actual toy down here. Over here on the side we have Obi-Wan Kenobi, since that's the fiction that it's from, and then over here on this side just kind of shows you how to attach the figure, and it looks like some of the weapons that can also be stored. Over here on the back, we have a 1-to-1 scale. We have the Eopie. We have all the accessories. We have Ben. Not too much going on the top, just showing some of the other ones that are available in this wave. And then nothing really going on down at the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead, get everything out of the box here, and we'll take a closer look. So here we have Ben Kenobi and the Eopie. And I think it's interesting that the packaging specifically calls him out as Ben Kenobi instead of Obi-Wan Kenobi, which I mean makes sense. It's the name he was using at the time. And I love this little cloak he's got here, kind of swept off to the side. It's one solid piece. You can take it off. It's a little difficult to do. You kind of have to maneuver over the hair and face, but it is possible. Let's see if I can get this over the nose there. Just kind of have to pop it off. There we go. So it doesn't have any pegs or anything. It doesn't peg into the back. It literally just pops over the head and then just uses gravity to stay in place. But I wanted to take it off so we could get a better look at the figure itself. I think the head sculpt is fantastic. They did a really nice job there. The eyes are really nicely painted. All of his facial hair all looks really sharp. As per usual, the head is on a ball joint, so you can move side to side. You can tilt down, tilt pretty far up. You can even tilt a little bit side to side, so nice range of motion there. You have a hinge in the shoulders, as well as a rotation, and then you have a rotation at the wrist, and then he has a 90-degree bend at the hip, and then the rest of the leg is a solid piece. But just really nice detail, paint applications, all of the little pockets and everything on his belt really look sharp. And just all in all, I think it's a really nice looking figure. I wanted to do a quick comparison. This is the Obi-Wan that came in the 4-pack with Ned B, Vader, and Reva. So we can see that it is a different figure. Now, I believe it's the same figure, to be fair. You can kind of see like all the folds around the neck and the sleeves and everything are pretty much exactly the same. But it is painted blue instead of white, so technically it is a little different because he does kind of have two different outfits throughout the run of the series. So I believe it is the same molding, but obviously they have painted the shirt here blue instead and given him a different like cape accessory. I think they both look great. I really like them a lot. Now he does come with some accessories. He comes with the exact same lightsaber. So we can see that here. Now on this one you can see that they kind of missed the mark and didn't paint as much silver as they were supposed to, but it is still the same mold. And then he also comes with the same little handgun. So that is exactly the same as well. But he does have some additional accessories, which is actually pretty cool. He's got a gaffy stick here, which technically, if you wanted, you could go ahead and give this to your Boba Fett from the Boba Fett Starship set, since he did have a gaffy stick throughout his series as well. And then he also comes with this rifle, which is pretty cool. And there's actually places to store them on the Eopie. We'll get to that in a moment. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back on. It's considerably easier to put on than it is to take off. And I just think that looks really great. So let's go ahead. We will put him off to the side for the moment so we can take a look at the Eopie. The first thing I have to talk about is the eyes. I just think they're really well done. They give a lot of personality to this creature. And they're just really nicely painted. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer here, so you can really see. I mean, he's got green eyes. He's got pupils there. Just really, really nicely done. And all of the molding for the skin and everything just looks really sharp. Also, the neck actually has a ball joint. So right behind these two straps. That was something I was not expecting. I was really not expecting that level of articulation. I think that's really cool. Then you have the 4 legs that can just kind of swing around like so. But they have incredible molded detail. They even have a little bit of paint here on the underbelly, which I think looks really cool. You got some molding there, Lucasfilm, etc. You can see the kind of saddle up here. Now, it does have these ports on the side, so if you want to use any of the missile launchers from any of the other sets, you absolutely can, but one is not included in this set. But you can just see, again, more detail, some of the little carry-on bags and things over here. You have the straps. They're kind of a softer plastic, but not too soft. They don't get in the way. You can still absolutely move the legs. They're not molded onto the leg, anything like that. And you can see you have 2 clips here. So the gaffy stick is really simple to connect, and that just pops right in there. For the rifle, because of all the molded detail, I find the best thing to do, and let me spin this around, is to kind of like start here and then just kind of slide it in a little bit. And it'll stay. It's not going to fall out or do anything like that, but I'm kind of wary to just pop it straight in from the top just because I don't want to mess anything up on it. But you can kind of slide it in and out, and I feel like that works pretty well, and it will hold on to it pretty well, and it's not going to fall out or anything. So I really appreciate that. You have storage for those 2 accessories, and then putting Obi-Wan on can be a little difficult, but basically what we're going to do, I'm going to raise this one hand up, and you can leave the other one underneath, and then we're going to bend him. I kind of like to start out at more of a 45-degree angle, and then you kind of have to like weave it around, and you want to get the legs underneath both sets of bars, and then you can kind of stand him up. Now, he's not pegged in or anything. You can see he rattles around a little bit, but it's actually pretty well done. He's not really going to fall off unless you really, really shake it hard. And if you want to, you could go ahead and, clasp the hand onto the bar. I'm not going to, just because I feel like it would be kind of difficult, and I don't really want to stretch the hand out, but I'm sure that it's possible. But this is a really cool little set. I think this is really nice. It's a good-looking Obi-Wan figure. It's different enough from the previous one from the 4-pack that I don't feel like I'm doubling up, which is nice. A lot of times with like Anakin and the other Obi-Wan from the Clone Wars sets, you just be getting the exact same figure over and over again, and that was kind of a bummer. At least this is different enough between the color of the shirt and the cape accessory that I feel like, it's nice to get 2 versions of him, kind of 2 different appearances, ways he looked throughout the series. The other thing is, if you wanted to buy multiples of this set because you wanted to get a couple of the different Eopie, or not different, but you wanted to have a couple different ones to, kind of form like a caravan or something, I feel like this cape would be really nice for kit bashing like your own unique characters, things like that. I think that could really work. Or even really, if you could just get some different heads, I feel like this body is different enough that you could kit bash like a new character or something like that. And I just think the creature is so well done that I wouldn't mind having a couple extras, so I might look into that. But it's a really nice set. Honestly, I think it looks really, really good. I like all the accessories that are included. And honestly, I don't think I would have been that upset if he just came with these 2 accessories and the lightsaber and the gun were included with the other version to kind of give you more incentive. But they went out of their way to include all 4 accessories in this set, which I think is really, really nice. So, I mean, there's way more accessories with this set than I was expecting. I kind of thought he would have the lightsaber and the gun, and that was basically it. But they gave you these 2 great accessories as well, and I'm kind of blown away by the Eopie. I didn't have negative expectations. I didn't really have high expectations. I didn't really know what to expect going into it. But I feel like they went out of their way to really sculpt in a lot of detail for the creature's skin, as well as all these different harnesses and things. And you have some soft plastic here for kind of the reins. Not really something that he can hold on to. They kind of just connect here in the back. Actually, I guess you can. Hold on, I have to check this out now because maybe you can actually lift these up. I guess technically you could. No, I think they are connected. I think they're connected right there. I was going to say, you might actually be able to lift up the reins and have him hold them, but I don't think you can. If you wanted to separate that from the body, maybe you could, but I don't want to chance it. But I mean, just between the mix of kind of like nice, softer plastic here for the straps and everything, the saddle's really well done. I don't really know why this section is red, I'll be honest. I kind of wish it was just the same color as the rest of the saddle, but it's certainly not a big deal. But just honestly, I think this is a really great release. I feel like they're stepping it up as the releases continue. They're just getting better and better, and I really just hope it continues. And I'm definitely excited to get some more sets from the Obi-Wan story. I'm still trying to find Reva with her ship, and they also did a speeder that I need to find as well. But I was really excited. I found this at a Walmart, and so it should be making its way. I haven't seen it anywhere else. I saw it the one time at the one Walmart, and that was it. But it should be making its way out. So I think this is a great set. I definitely recommend checking it out. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.